Hey everybody, it's your man Fitman, head performance coach right here at the Fitman Performance Center. And today's topic, we're going to get into just how you can actually begin to eat healthy at Chipotle. Now, I wish Chipotle was around in the Abington area when I was a college athlete, starting my career as a sprinter. You see, we didn't have any great fast casual options in 2003. We had Subway, we had Wawa, we had the Golden Arches. We didn't have anywhere to go. Now, Chipotle's not perfect. Nothing in this world is. But it is significantly better than all of the options that I just mentioned. The problem is that most people go into Chipotle thinking, well, I'm gonna be eating this healthier food. Then they look in the mirror months later, and all they've got to show for going to Chipotle is a big gut and a wide, flat butt. And that's not how it's supposed to be. Let's talk about the 3 ways that you can begin to eat healthy at Chipotle, but let's start with the problem. When most folks go to Chipotle, what they order is the problem. Most folks go get a burrito, then they pack it up with some rice and some beans and some protein. But then on the other side, they pack it up with sour cream. They pack it up with shredded cheese. They pack it up with guac, which is extra. Then they got the nerve to order a big soda or a big juice, and they wrap the burrito up all nice in the tin foil and they serve it to you, and you sit down and you've got a calorie bomb right in front of you. You see, your Chipotle meal constructed in that way is an absolute abomination for building a lean physique. There are way too many carbohydrates and way too many fats in the same meal. Carbohydrates and fats are both sources of energy. If your body has too much energy within it, then guess what's gonna happen? That excess energy is going to store as body fat. And even though you're going to Chipotle, which has healthy options, you're gonna look in the mirror and see the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. You're gonna see a soft body, a dough body, and you're not gonna like what you see. Now, there's 3 ways that you can start to eat healthier at Chipotle. The first way, your meal option will be high carb, high protein, low fat. Now, we just talked about eating carbs and fats at the same time. When you do this, you overload your body with too much energy. In our first option, we have dropped the fats down and we have brought the carbs up. So now we could do a burrito, rice, beans. I like to go double protein. Protein protects the muscle, protein builds the muscle. And then you add on some mild salsa or maybe some peppers and onions, and that's it for that burrito. We're not adding in any guac, sour cream, and cheese. High carbohydrates, high protein, low in fat. This option here is the best option when it comes to pre or post workout. Pre-workout, it gives you the glycogen needed to sprint or to lift. Post-workout, it helps you restore the glycogen that you just used during your workout. So that's the best option for pre-workout or post-workout for somebody who's really focusing on building maximum muscle. Now, option number 2, we're going low carbohydrate, high protein, and moderate fats. Now, this is a good option for somebody who is perhaps not training on that day, or maybe their training day doesn't require as many carbohydrates. Let's say you're just doing shoulders or you're just doing arms. Arms and shoulders do not require as much energy, as much glycogen, as much fuel to complete that workout in comparison to a lower body workout or a sprinting workout. So you may not need as many carbs. Now, the lower carb option, what you're gonna do is say, I'm gonna have rice or beans. We got an or deal going here. I'm gonna have rice or beans in a bowl, double protein, of course your mild salsa or some peppers. And then you can say, I'm gonna add some guac, or I'm gonna add some sour cream, or I'm gonna add some shredded cheese. And that's the end of that. Now, because you have brought the fats up, the carbs have gone down. The protein remains the same. That's gonna remain the same through all of these meals. So that lower carb option, again, great for off days or great when your training session just doesn't require the same amount of energy as a harder training session. Now, the third option, we've got moderate carbohydrates, high protein, and moderate fats. So in this case, we can go with the bowl again, and we'll go rice and beans. We'll go double protein. We'll go the mild salsa. We'll go with the peppers and onions if you choose. Then you'll say, I'm gonna go with the guac or the sour cream or the shredded cheese. That's the end of that meal. Now you'll notice here, because fat is denser than carbs. 1 gram of fat is worth 9 calories. 1 gram of carbs is only worth 4 calories. We're never doubling up on our fat content. We don't need to. Fats add up quick, okay? So in this moderate option, we got the rice and the beans and we got the guac. And this is just a good balanced meal. Again, all these meals are great for pre and post workout based on the goals that you have set for yourself. That's what it all comes down to. I would always aim for a post-workout to either use the high or the moderate option, not so much the low option, because you really want to restore the glycogen and start the recovery process. But based on what you're doing, one of these meal combinations will fit. And when you start to do this, when you start to actually pick and choose what you're eating, combined with great training, combined with great sleeping, combined with low stress, you're gonna look in the mirror and now you're gonna start to see a harder body. You're gonna start to see a leaner body. You're gonna start to see all the muscles that you have built actually start to be revealed. Just because you walk into Chipotle doesn't mean that it's healthy. Ready? You can go to Whole Foods and get junk. Just because it says Whole Foods, it doesn't mean everything in it is sacred and put up on a pedestal. You can get the same junk at Whole Foods that you can get in any grocery store in America. It's all about the choices that you make. You don't get to complain about being fat and out of shape if you're not willing to make the right choices. You don't get to complain about being underweight and being skinny and oh, I can't gain any weight if you're not willing to make the right choices. It's all about choices. So this is how you can begin to eat healthy at Chipotle. Use one of those 3 options: high carb, high protein, low fat, low carb, high protein, moderate fat, or moderate carbs, high protein, and moderate fats. All these options will get you going in the right direction. You can't just go in there doing the fake hustle, ordering what you want to order, eating what you want to eat. It doesn't really work that way at all. And finally, before I forget, your drink. So drinking soda, drinking juice, that's just empty calories. It's just sugar. Excessive sugar is not good for you. It's not good for your teeth. Definitely not good for your teeth. I can tell you a story about that, but we'll get into that in a different video. So start drinking water. You're not slick when you get a water cup and fill it up with Coca-Cola. It's not slick. You think you're getting away with something, but ultimately you're losing because you're the one adding the empty calories back into your body. You're the one who's destroying your teeth. You're the one who's spiking your insulin. That's on you, man. So we're not gonna focus on drinking juice and drinking soda. We're gonna drink water. That's what we're gonna focus on. Thanks for checking out the video. You can check out my blog on this same exact topic right below. It's your man Fitman. Holla at a trainer when you see me at the center.